on it. Quiet storm, have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, Ole Green is the I'm a player on the late night tip. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I been gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now you.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it's a 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Shotgun now for Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Breeze now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle all the way.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, Mcnabb. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
First carry now for Ricky Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jerry Rice from 21 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mcnabb. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he works free. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Mcnabb to throw. Flushed out right. Jerry Rice open right side. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw. Man steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jerry Rice with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Spins past him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
95-56.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got it. Easy.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Ready.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Monday. Two. Got it. 36.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He finds his target, Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
21. 26.
On 1st down, Breeze. Over the middle to Beckham. He's still Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So out come the Falcons now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts. But don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dancing to his left. He's airing it out for and he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, Mcnabb. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Ohio! Ohio!
2nd down, Mcnabb. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now Mcnabb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Alshon Jeffrey. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's got room. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point safely through, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mcnabb. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now it's Mcnabb, and he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Breeze to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
13. 21. Got it. 12.
Welcome back live to Orlando as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Breeze again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Got it.
Breeze now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
21, 21.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Here's Breeze to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Ready. We're waiting.
Breeze to throw again. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Butker able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun, here's Mcnabb. And Jeffrey's got it. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mcnabb. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mcnabb to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Got it.
Back to throw. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people...
And it's caught! It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will tie us at 24. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw of overtime for Breeze. Looking depth, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew,